We return. Yes, I know I need to shave and so forth. I need to go bald and so forth. So, United messed things up. United were supposed to lose, and them losing, Chelsea would have had an opportunity to go 1 point behind United. But again, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as he does, likes to ruin things. But this is about maintaining the consistency. This is about moving forward. It's about moving forward. So I haven't yet seen the lineup, but it's going to be a tough game. Thanks to Frank Homeboy, Chelsea lost this game at Goodison Park to Everton, and I think they then drew with Villa the next game. So all I'm looking for, I think I can pretty much tell who is going to start, but all I'm looking for is I'm hoping that Havertz starts. I think Ziyech, I love Ziyech, and it breaks my heart that Ziyech has been able to make the impact that Chelsea so desire. It's unfortunate, and I think, it's something that you just have to accept, you just have to accept. So, and you always have to look at this in a clear, objective footballing sense. So, I think if you're going with the same formation, I just say that the only change you make is I would still say Kante has to play. I also say Kante Kovacic. I know how much he loves Jorginho, but I also say Kante Kovacic, and in the two number 10s, I don't want to say Havertz and so I want to say Havertz, and obviously it has to be Mount. It is what it is. You have to put Mount in there. Striker, I know he's going to put Werner in as a striker. I mean, I wouldn't mind Giroud, but I know he's going to put in Werner as a striker. So I don't know what he's going to do. So the only thing that I hope, the only thing that I want from this is for Havertz to start. So for Everton, I think he's going to roll with Richarlison again for sure. So I'm sure Calvert-Lewin will be on the bench. So without further ado, man, let's try and check out this lineup, shall we? So, oh, okay. Zoom. So interesting. So this guy just changed everything around. Maybe it's injured. So Mendingo, Christensen, Zuma, Aspilicueta. Zuma. Welcome back. You're welcome. As we say in Nigeria, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Bounty. Oh, okay. Alonso, Rhys James, Kovacic, Jorginho. Okay. All right. And then I didn't see that coming. Okay, so just bear with me a moment. Let me just. I didn't see that coming. Havertz and Hudson-Odoi as the two number 10s. So, okay. All right, guys, that's just my initial thoughts. I will go into much more detail after. Let's see what Everton are saying. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, so he puts Richarlison. Yeah, I think he puts Richarlison on the wing. So Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison. So as we say, Godson, Iwobi starts because Iwobi is normally the bench. He starts. Alan and Andre Gomez, Luca Digne, Michael Keane, Moise Keane, Holgate, and Godfrey. Now, I want to just check something. The bench. Interesting. So this is a whole new lineup. Interesting. I want to see what you guys think. So I'm gonna let me just talk first about the lineups, and then I'll get your gauge because Mount's on the bench. So you know what? I think he's just experimenting. But here's my thing is, I don't know. I mean, you see, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Wow, that's interesting. So, you know what he's doing? You know what I think this is? It's freshening. I think he's freshening things up. Because I think, okay, you know what? Let me just go with a whole new lineup and just see what this lineup does. Because soon as remember, these guys have been training and training and training. So let's look at this thing again. So, hopefully you guys can see. Cool. Actually, let me pull this thing out. So, oh, you guys can see this? Cool. All right. So let me try and read this. So it's cool to see Zuma back. So Kovacic and Jorginho, the whole thing. Alonso. I prefer Alonso to Chilwell. Reece James. Now this is interesting. So he's gonna talk Hudson-Odoi in because I think the width is definitely Reece James and Alonso. So this is interesting. Him putting Hudson-Odoi much tighter and putting him and Havertz in the middle. So okay, let's see how this goes. Because Hudson-Odoi, you would say, is much more of a wide player, but you're putting inside. But you know what I always say? A wide player, I think, can try to adapt to centrally, but it's not ideal. You never play a central player out wide. That's just like a footballing thing, you know. So I'm not sure how well Hudson-Odoi will do. I have a bit of issues him being in there, but let's just see what he does in that position. Kai Havertz, okay, I'm so happy Havertz is starting. Give him game time under Tuchel. Forget about Frank Homeboy. Just give Kai Havertz a bit of game time under Tuchel. Let's just see how it then rolls. And obviously you have Timo Werner there as the striker. So let's see what these guys do. Because we've never had this setup of Hudson-Odoi, Havertz, Timo Werner. I don't think they've ever played together in this kind of setup here, where, okay, you are now kind of the three-pronged attack that's supposed to bring in Cheddar centrally. Obviously, the wide attacking threats are, of course, Alonso and Reece James. This is experimental. But my thing is, so this is my question for Tuchel. Is it advisable to experiment when this is a must-win game? This is a must-win game. You know, especially with United winning, Chelsea have to keep up with the pressure on those freaking dudes, man. So, because if you look at the Premier League table, let me just show you the Premier League table real quick. And then I want to get to what you guys are saying. Look at the table real quick. So, as you can see here, Man City. So, look at that thing. Chelsea. So, if they win, 3 points behind Leicester City, 4 points behind your United. You're putting in that pressure on the Leicester City. If they draw, gives Leicester United a bit of breathing room. If they were to lose, that puts Everton on 49. But obviously, they'll then have a game in hand on United and Leicester City. And then that puts Tottenham just 2 points behind Chelsea. So Tottenham are right up in. Look at that. 45, 46, 47. Tottenham are just 2 points behind Chelsea. So things are getting very close. And also, remember, West Ham, they play tonight against Leeds. So this is a must-win game. It is a must-win game. So let me see what you guys are saying, man. Okay, last thing before we go through. So I think, it's for Everton, I wanted to see how well they can break down that back three. You already know for Calvert-Lewin, I think is going to find it very difficult. Lone striker trying to say what's up to the back three. So Alonso now has to pretty much watch out and look for Iwobi and see what's happening with Alonso and the Iwobi in there. And I do think that is perhaps a bit more manageable than if, let's say, he had Richarlison, who is a bit more direct and faster. Iwobi is not as direct or as fast, but Iwobi is a bit much more skillful. But I think Richarlison would provide much more of an issue. So Richarlison on the Reece James flank, I think Reece James would be able to cope with him a lot better. And obviously, because Godson in there as a number 10. So I want to see how well Everton can do against this very defensive approach. And for Chelsea, yeah, it's about Hudson-Odoi and Havertz in that middle. I don't know how that's going to work. It's may just mess up. It is very experimental. I'm going to keep it real. It's very experimental. And my thing is that, do you want to experiment to that degree in a must-win game, man? So what do y'all say, man? Lineup, bro. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Like, that was because for me, I'll just mix my thing. Okay, so Mount is going to be there. Who's going to be next? Okay, Rudiger is going to obviously be in the middle. Zuma. So, like, first of all, I'm shocked that Zuma is in there. I'm shocked that he's put Mount to the bench. I'm shocked that he's where he's put Havertz. Like, no, so to where he's put Houghton or Odoi. So it's experimental, man. Experimental. Or let me guess, a United fan. No. Nobody wants a draw. Nobody wants a draw. No. So guys, remember, I'll be on Twitch. At kickoff, I will be on Twitch. Join me on Twitch from kickoff. I'll be on Twitch from kickoff, man. So join your boy. Join your boy. Join your boy. Oh yes, those are the days, man. Those were the days, man. Those were the freaking days, man. Prediction, man. Oh, I'll get that. Also, 87. Hope you've sent your video. Remember, guys, send in your CL prediction videos to the email, man. I want to send those. This could be a 1-1. This could be, especially when I'm looking at that lineup and that formation. This could be a 1-1. It could be a 1 because that lineup threw me off. It threw me off. So I'm thinking it could. They both just even each other out, man. Chelsea to Everton are good, man. Everton are a real good team. I see. This could be Chelsea's first L. This could be Chelsea's first L, and if it is, it won't be freaking pretty, man. But yeah, I say 1-1. From last year, Laid, who says, Lamp changed his team a lot, and now Tuchel doesn't, and you are okay with it. This is a risk he's taken. Chelsea can't afford to drop points in this game. So let me answer your first question. Yes, I said you are comparing a rookie to an experienced manager who managed Dortmund, PSG, has won titles and took PSG to a Champions League final, compared to a guy who got Derby County 6th and Chelsea 4th. So I don't want a rookie experimenting. I don't believe in a rookie experimenting. An experienced manager who has European pedigree and has taken it into a CL final experimenting, okay, let's roll. So a rookie experimenting and an experienced manager experimenting with a far better CV than a rookie are two totally different things. If Ancelotti wants to experiment, you have afforded that luxury because of your time in the game. Now, Tuchel ain't Ancelotti, he ain't Pep. And I am worried about that experimentation because it's like, whoa. And as you said, that's my shocking thing, is that you know you can't drop any points. And you know that's coming. This is a tough team. This is a very good team that you're facing. So when you experiment against, it's a team that you should beat and so forth, but a team in which is a top team that is very close to you for that top 4, you want to play, okay, I know I'm new, but we have somewhat of a sensible lineup. And look, I told you, I'm not the biggest Mason Mount fan. I hold my hands up. I'm not a fan of his football. I'm not a fan of he doesn't excite me. I'm not a fan of Mason Mount as a footballer. But he's been one of the most consistent performers, and he works well with the team, and he has an understanding with the team. So it would make sense just for the chemistry, put him in there and roll him in with. So I would say, okay, Mount, Havertz, roll. I love Zuma and so forth, but Rudiger, Christensen, Aspilicueta, that has worked. Don't mess that up. So the only change I think should have been made, or is okay, whether you go with Werner or Giroud as a striker, or whether you go with Ziyech or Havertz next to the thingy Mount. So this is worrisome. This is worrisome, I admit, because Yasser said your cheating ass club who stole the freaking victory, trying to mess things up, and we're trying to get that thingy, man. Don't call it, make it hard. Pause. Or lead level. Wait, lead level. You're a doctor. Don't you have like people to save? Don't you have a hospital to go to? Lead level. Just worry about Just let me worry about Chelsea. You worry about United. Go look. What's it called? You're late for call. There's a patient waiting for her drip. Go, 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 go. Please, okay. Don't dispose us in here, man. Um. So, what else do you guys say, man? Um. Yeah, man. Oh, sorry. Let me bring back up the thingy. Zuma. Yeah, it's like I love Zuma, and I think Zuma is a quality defender, and I think Zuma is better than Rudiger. But him being a better defender doesn't matter. There's a unwritten footballing rule that don't change your defensive line, specifically when it's been going well. Even if it doesn't go well, you give it a few games until it goes horribly wrong. Because the biggest issue with Frank Homeboy was he just changed the defenders for the sake of changing defenders. They make one mistake, oh, I'm going to change it, which is freaking stupid. So I like Zuma, but I think that you want to keep a consistency. So this is strange. This is strange. And my thing about it, and put it this way, if Chelsea were to lose this game or draw points, I think people would be like, oh my gosh, why did you not play Mount? Why did you not play Rudiger? Why did you mess with the whole lineup and so forth? So he's taking he's putting himself out there. He's putting himself out there, man. He's putting himself out there. You know? Because Alan and Andre Gomez with Sukotin, this is a good team. This is a good team. This is a good team, you know. So guys, remember, I'll be on Switch. I'll be on Twitch from kickoff. I will be on Twitch from kickoff. I'll be on Twitch from kickoff. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm surprised, but I agree you don't change the winning formula, but we need freshness. The team played only 3 days ago. No, I think I alluded to that. That is true. You do need some freshness because what? Okay, there we go. So yeah. So what is it now? So that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah, those are it's. So I think what he's doing is I think the perfect explanation is freshness. It is. So I think that's what Tuchel will say. Look, this is COVID. The games are coming thick and fast. The timetable is crazy. And there's a massive Champions League game next week. Huge game next week. Don't want to get injuries, don't want to get tiredness and so forth. So it's a tough decision you have to make because all these games are very important. Because it's very vital that Chelsea get that top four. But at the same time, you don't want to get any major injuries. You don't want to have fatigue because what leads to injuries can be wear and tear. That is what leads to injuries. Rather than just an impact hit, wear and tear also leads to injuries because of playing too many games and not having enough rest time for your bones and your muscles. So I think this could very much well be, look. So let me... So it's Everton, then it's Leeds away on Saturday, and then it's Atletico Madrid. So it's one of these things. It's a tough one because you could say that, okay, try and play that strongest team for Everton, then experiment against Leeds away from home and so forth, especially a Leeds team that will give you a bit more space. So, because you would imagine that this Everton game is a much tougher game than the Leeds game. Because Leeds is you don't know what else kind of team that you're going to face. And then you then have guys fully fresh. Although, so Leeds is Saturday, so you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. It's still 4 days till you can freshen up, man. So, yeah, man, it's a tough one. Like, for me, I'm not sure how it's gonna roll. I'm not sure how this is gonna roll, man. Personally speaking, because this ain't gonna be an easy game, man. Why is Werner playing started versus Liverpool? I think look, Werner is he's very much liked. Let's keep it a stack. Werner is very much liked and he's very much preferred. I said again, Giroud should be in. Like Werner has not been playing that well. But he would say in a game like this, he'll perhaps has more space because Everton are not a defensive team, and maybe he'll have enough space to maneuver. But yeah, my first glance is that I'm not sure whether this formation is going to work. That's my thing. I'm not sure that this is going to work, But if Tuchel is saying that I need guys to rest, boom. But my question is, would it perhaps be wiser, this being the tougher game, especially if it's Everton, a team that you want to sort of put distance away from you, play a strongest team against Everton, then play a revamped team against Leeds, and which, if you play that revamped team against Leeds, gives guys freshness come the game against Atletico on Wednesday, which is going to be a very, very tasking game. So that's the thing, man. So I mean, look, I said again, I just don't know how Hudson-Odoi will do it in that position because I don't even know whether he's ever played that position. I don't know whether he's ever played that centrally. I mean, correct me wrong, I don't know whether he's played so tight in there, So, but my thing about it is, look, I am willing for managers to experiment. Let them feel free to experiment, man. So, but it's definitely up and down. Well, why? When are Spurs playing Zagreb? Isn't that on Thursday or something? Or are they playing them today? Yeah, it's on Thursday, so there's still time, bro. Don't worry, I told you, I'll give it that Europa thing, man. I'll do it a general Europa League preview. Don't worry, man. I'll give it that Europa Salini. I'll give it that Europa Salini, man. Don't worry, man. I've got everything away because Tottenham looking high. Yeah, don't worry. I got you, man. I got you. So, what scores are you guys saying, man? I mean, look, I'm probably still going to stick with a 1-1. I'm still going to stick with a 1-1. But, I mean, if Chelsea lose this, then I think Chelsea could be screwed. I mean, if Chelsea lose this, they could be really screwed. But I just don't want this to backfire on Tuchel, bro. Tuchel, you don't want this to backfire on you, bro. You don't really want this to backfire on you, man, because I am interested in the lineup as something new. I'm happy that Havertz is starting because he deserves to start. Because let's keep it real, Ziyech just hasn't been popping off, and that is tough for me to admit because I have been. You should never have to look for excuses for guys. So I would have liked to see. Okay, let's just see Mount and Havertz. Let's see how they roll through, or maybe Tuchel with an eye ahead of the game on Wednesday, saying, okay, all right, so ain't gonna have Mount in that position. What two guys can I have? So could I have Havertz, Ziyech, Havertz thing and so forth? So it would be very good, especially for the Leeds game, to try to and form a lineup that doesn't have Mount. Because he will be there. Do you know how wild this is? I told you, man, I have no offense against Mount, but Chelsea are now in a position where they're like, Mount is now this. It was supposed to be Ziyech. It was supposed to have it. It was supposed to be Messi. Okay, Chelsea was supposed to talk about Messi, Neymar. Those were supposed to be the guys that Chelsea was supposed to say what's up to, man. But look, Don Carlo, man. I told you, now, how will Don Carlo react to this? Because I know that Don Carlo would have very much prepared his team for a certain lineup with certain personnel. So now Don Carlo will be like, okay, Because here's my thing. I don't think this will work. There may be some good passages, but I just don't see this working in terms of I just don't see the chemistry permeating and overflowing within this team. So I just want to just see how this whole thing will operate, man. But um, that's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. So before I should have 5 minutes left. What scores are you guys saying, man? Are you guys saying? Um, because look, can't especially after those cheating fakes known as Manchester United one, man. Chelsea can't take a loss, man. Can't take a loss. Premier League table is way too tight. Premier League table is way too tight. So I'm seeing 2-2, 2-all, 1-0. 1-0 to whom? 1-0 to whom? 0-0, 2-0. All right. So guys, look, man, I'll be on Twitch, man. I will be on Twitch doing my thing, So join me on Twitch for that, and for that lovely, beautiful watch along, man. Join your boy on Switch. Join your boy on Switch for that whole thing, man. 2-1 Everton, 3-1, 1-1. You see, I am feeling a 1-1. I am definitely feeling a 1-1 on this, man. Guys, remember, man, send in your vids, man. Send in your CL prediction vids to that email that I put out there. So let me just also one last look at this whole thing. Jorginho. Because the thing about the Jorginho Kovacic is, if you're Don Carlo, you now know that, all right, if we can get a nice counter attack, we know that. So Sigurdsson is going to be very important because we know that neither Jorginho or Kovacic are as good as intercepting as Kante. So Chelsea have to watch out for if they now have to defend a transitional counter-attacking play, like if it's like a 3-on-3 and so forth. Wait, did this thing switch? Guys, did we? I swear this switched. I swear when we put up the whole thing, Christensen was here and Zuma was here. Or am I going crazy? I swear this thing switched. I swear Christensen was here and Zuma was here and it switched. Or am I going crazy? Am I saying things? I swear maybe they updated it, man. Maybe they updated it because I swear that whole thing switched, man. But yeah, look, I mean, Everton, man. You have to just watch for the movements of Calvert-Lewin and, the runs from Richarlison. And you never know, he's got skills, man. I mean, Iwobi could break Alonso's ankles. He could, and look, and even Iwobi going to Everton and so forth and him faltering, that's a whole other ball of wax, man. So guys, man, okay, I am going crazy. Okay, yeah, I am going. No, it's true. Like I told you, I am dealing with insomnia and so forth. So yeah, I know I'm going crazy. I am going crazy. I told you I need to get on. So guys, look, man, I will be on Twitch. Join me on Twitch with your meal, with your drink and so forth. I've got my TV here. I'm going to try and maybe prepare a little small meal and something. And guys, we hope for the best. Guys, all we have to do is just hope for the best and hope that these guys can get that win. Let me see how guys are reacting to it on Twitter. So guys, peace out. Stay true. Remember to like the video. Remember to subscribe. And Coach Wednesday. Coach Wednesday, bro. Wednesday, it goes downtown. Coach, it goes downtown on Wednesday, man. It goes downtown on Wednesday. So remember that. Remember that whole thing, man. So all right, guys. Look, man. Again, to remind you, like, subscribe, join me on Twitch. I'll be live on Twitch from the moment that this kickoff happens, so I can see what goes down. And remember as well to follow for that content crack. Champions League previews will be on their way. Everything is a CL week. Stay true, stay real. One love, stay sexy, and adios. One love.